Matt Riley, Media Officer for Thai Premier League club Suphanburi, joins me via Skype now. So Matt, do the Thai teams have a chance?
If they throw caution to the wind, they do have a chance, but it's a mighty task for both teams. I think for Chonburi, they've got the better chance. They'll be devastated to lose Thiago Cunha, who scored a goal after only 3 minutes on Friday in their first Thai Premier League game. But they really have to attack because if they don't, they're going to find that they'll be on the back foot for too many minutes of the game. I have to say with Bangkok Glass, that's going to be an even bigger ask. I really can't see them win. I'd love to see them do it. But if you look at the AFC rankings, they're playing against Beijing, a ranking of 22 in the AFC, and BG is 66. And I think that really tells its own story.
Now, do Thai teams travel well, or has that always been sort of a bit of a problem for the players?
It has been a problem, and it sounds like a pathetic excuse, but it's the cold. You know, in Beijing and in Tokyo, tomorrow night it'll be about 6 degrees, maybe even 4. And the Thai players have adapted very well to the heat, but they really find it a problem in the cold. The coach of the AFF Suzuki winning team, Zico Kiyatasuk, he went to play in Huddersfield in England, and Steve Bruce tells me that during training you couldn't actually see the player. There were so many layers of clothes. So the Thais really struggle, and they don't always eat as well as they could. But Thai football is developing. It's at a relatively early stage, but certainly travel into Europe and places like Korea, Japan is a real struggle for many of these Thai players.
And just on that actually, how important is the Asian Champions League for their development? Does playing against Japanese, Korean and Chinese teams sort of take them up a level?
Yes, it would do, but I think they've kind of obsessed too much about the Champions League, because really what they should have done is what Kitchi have now done after their defeat and many of the Hong Kong, Malaysian teams, and that's concentrate on the AFC Cup. They should win that 3, 4, 5 times before they go to the Champions League. But now you've got a situation where Buriram United, it's the be-all and end-all for them. Everything is about the Champions League, but we don't have a Thai champion of the AFC Cup. So they really believe that they can dominate the Champions League, but I'm afraid Thailand just don't have the squad depth yet. They have huge resources, but until they improve the squad depth and some areas of their professionalism, they're never going to compete with the top K-League and, of course, the Western Asian teams as well.
All right, well, thank you so much for your insights, Matt. We appreciate that.
My pleasure. Nice to talk to you.
Likewise.